Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week. For May 14th of Year 2 of the FSBL, the scorching hot New York Mets head to Colorado to visit the Colorado Rockies. The Mets 28-12, the second best record in the league. At this point, I should say in the entire Franchise Stars Baseball League, the defending champion Oakland A's lead the way. The Mets come into Colorado. They will have to deal with Larry Walker. Walker, last year, top contender for the Most Valuable Player award. He's got 8 homers, 28 runs batted in to this point in the season. He leads a potent Rockies offense. The Rockies have just fallen below 500. They're at 18-21. John Thompson will get the start. Thompson 4-1 through his first 7 starts of the season, a 3.28 ERA. His control has been impeccable. He's only walked 4 in 46 2/3. He will face Jose Reyes to lead things off for the Mets. Reyes batting .331 here in mid-May. About to get things going from Colorado. I greatly appreciate you joining me here on this Tuesday afternoon, late morning if you're in the West Coast. Reyes fouls off the first pitch. The count goes to 0-1. Thompson's counterpart will be Mets ace Tom Seaver. We will get to Seaver in the bottom half of the inning. Seaver, amazingly, the Mets are off to this fantastic start, while Seaver has struggled out of the gate. Reyes drops down a bunt, charged nicely. Throw to first, they get him. Benny Castilla all over that one. So here from the Mets, Reyes, Alfonso, and Beltran, Strawberry, Lindor, and Johnson, Gilkey, Duda, and Todd Hundley. Howard Johnson, a scorching start, .353. He's got 10 homers. The homers aren't a surprise, but Hojo at .353. The Mets will enjoy that for as long as they can, because Howard Johnson is not going to stay in that stratosphere for too long. Edgardo Alfonso fouls off the first pitch there. Alfonso batting .297. Beatles Eternally, how are you, buddy? All good. I appreciate you popping in. Hope you are having a good day, working, or whatever else it is you are up to. 1-1, the count to Alfonso. Curveball misses away. The count goes to 2-1. Players sporting the pink bats in honor here of Mother's Day. Again, it's May 14th here in the year 2 of the FSBL. Thompson sets and delivers. And Alfonso ropes it out in the center. That'll get down for a base hit. So it's a 1-out single for Edgardo Alfonso here from the Mets in the top of the first. The Mets pitching well isn't really surprising anybody, but the offense has certainly been a bit of a surprise in the early going. One guy that's not a surprise from is Carlos Beltran. He steps in here, .338 so far on the season. And he's hit with a curveball there, obviously no intent. Beltran just kind of shakes his head as he walks down the first. So now it's 2 base runners, and here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry, like Howard Johnson, bit surprising in the average category to this point. .317 for Darryl, 7 homers, 12 runs batted in. So you see, he hasn't had a bunch of guys on ahead of him for runs. That's sign up for that. Strawberry hits this one well to center, not well enough though. Deepest part of the yard. It's flagged down. There will be no tag-up attempt. And there are 2 down for the Mets here in the top of the first. So Darryl didn't miss that one by much. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor struggling. Does have 19 ribbies, but .201, 2 homers, only a .568 OPS for the Mets shortstop. Reyes has been the designated hitter. Lindor smacks that one, but nice play there by Castilla down at third. Oh no, I don't think that's Castilla playing third today, actually. I apologize. That ball was snagged, though, and the Mets are retired. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Matsui, Helton, and Walker coming up for Colorado. Mets will start Tom Seaver, 3-1 in 8 starts. The whip 1.28, not terrible, but that 5.44 earned run average for Seaver to this point, shocking to say the least. Seaver, runner-up in the outstanding pitcher voting in year 1, but he has gotten touched up a bit, been a bit susceptible to the long ball in the early going here in year 2. He's going to try to right that ship, although Coors Field, a rough place to do that. Here's Kaz Matsui. Matsui batting .303. Missed some time on the injured list. Fastball there, misses. It's 1-1. Curveball there, down in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Matsui swings early on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So he was guessing heater, but was very overeager there, and the count is 2-2. There's the pitch. Matsui, fly ball out to right. Strawberry drifts into the gap. He's under it. Puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Rockies lineup: Matsui, Helton, and Walker. Holiday, Carlos Gonzalez, Troy Tulowitzki, Jay Payton, Joe Girardi, and Brendan Rodgers getting the start at third to this point. I'm not sure if there's a day off for Castillo or if he's hurt. But here's Todd Helton. Helton batting .325. 5 homers, 14 ribbies for Helton. Just a terrific hitter, and a solid defender as well. High fastball from Seaver, misses the mark. The count's 1-1. Curveball from Seaver, counts 2-1. Fastball there. Seaver's behind. Helton 3-1. Larry Walker waits on deck. Tapper back to the mound. Seaver's on top of it. Throws to first. Helton is retired. There's 2 away here in the first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Larry.
So that'll bring up Larry Walker, .292, 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Those 28 ribbies, 5th in the National League at the moment. First pitch from Seaver. Fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1. That fastball rides away. The count is now 1-1 to Walker. And the Mets not concerned about Seaver. They know at the end of the year, Seaver's numbers will be where they expect them to be. He's had a couple of really rough outings early on that have inflated that ERA significantly. But the Mets are still 28-12 through their first 40. Second to only the defending champion Oakland A's. Fastball in there. Sinker on the outside corner. Seaver gets Walker looking, and the side is retired. So a good start for Seaver. We'll head to the top of the second here in Colorado. Mets and Rockies are scoreless. So here's Howard Johnson. Johnson, certainly in the early season MVP conversation. .353, 9th in the National League, 10 homers, 26 RBIs. You know that average is going to calm down. Hojo strikes out too much to keep that average up at that level for an entire season. But the Mets will certainly take it for as long as he's able to keep it up. Fastball misses up high, it's 1-0. Thompson delivers. Fastball misses low and away. 2-0 is the count. Thompson comes to the set and delivers. Johnson, fly ball, shallow left. Gonzalez drifts over. Now comes on, puts it away. And there's one down. Sorry, that's Matt Holliday out there in left. Gonzalez, I believe, is DHing. Here's Bernard Gilkey, 294, 2 homers, 10 RBIs for the Mets left fielder. Gilkey playing full-time now with the injury to Shane Mack. Mack acquired in the offseason. He's on the injured list now, so Gilkey playing full-time out in left as he did last year. Fastball swung on and missed for strike one. Slider there. Misses, counts 1-1. Thompson delivers. Gilkey lines that one the other way. That's going to be extra bases. Going down the line and right. Walker goes to dig it out, but Gilkey is going to cruise into second base with a stand-up, one-out double here in the top of the second. Third double of the year for Gilkey. Slicing line drive to the wall and right. Good piece of hitting there from Gilkey. So that'll bring up Lucas Duda, the big burly first baseman, batting .282. Out in front of a slider there. 6 homers, 18 RBIs for Duda. Duda hit 4 of those homers in the opening week. Thompson delivers. Fastball up high. Duda fouls it off. It's 0-2. Offering from Thompson. Down low. Duda swings over the top of it. It's scooped out of the dirt. They'll have to throw down to first to complete the formality. But Duda is out on the strikeout, and there's 2 away here in the top of the second. First strikeout for Thompson.
Number 9.
So here's Todd Hundley. Hundley, like all the Mets, it seems like, in the early season, with the exception of Lindor, batting above expectations in terms of average. .291 for Todd Hundley. Takes a fastball in there for strike one. Hundley, however, is not hitting for his expected power. Only 3 homers to this point, a .756 OPS. Fastball misses off the outside corner. It's 1-1. Thompson delivers, breaking ball, and Hundley, as we talk about his lack of power, takes this one deep down the line, and it's out of here. 2-run shot for Todd Hundley, his 4th of the season, and the Mets have taken a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second in Colorado. Check it out. Looked like a kind of hanging slider. And Hundley turns this one around. Hooking a bit. All Thompson can do is hope it went foul. It did not. And Hundley puts the Mets up 2-0. So Thompson will try to regroup. Here's Jose Reyes. Reyes is 0 for 1. Fastball there at the top of the zone for strike one. Reyes grounded out his first time up. There's the pitch from Thompson. That one way high, and it's 1-1. Here's the pitch, slider away. Reyes swings and misses. Count goes to 1-2. Reyes turns, pulls that one foul into the seats. So 1-2 the count to Reyes. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Reyes slashes it foul once again to stay alive. Thompson delivers. Reyes loops this one out in the center field. Going out on it, Tulowitzki gets there to put it away, and the side is retired. But the two-run shot from Todd Hundley gives the Mets the early lead. We head to the bottom of the second. New York 2, Colorado nothing. Stepping in, Matt Holliday. Holliday batting .243.
The left fielder, Matt.
4 homers, 12 RBIs for Holliday. So far, not able to repeat his strong season from last year. Fastball from Seaver misses up high. There's a fastball inside, ties Holliday up. Holliday knows he never should have swung at that one. Counts 1-1. Seaver delivers. Holliday fouls it back. Counts 1-2. There's the pitch from Seaver on the corner at the knees. Paints the black beautifully. Strike 3 called. Holliday doesn't like it. Second strikeout for Seaver.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Carlos.
That may have been a little bit low. Still a great location, though. Seaver gets the nod there. The Rangers' Adrian Beltre extends his hitting streak to 25 games. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting .264. Takes a first pitch curveball in there for a strike. Gonzalez .264, 7 homers, 19 runs batted in. There's the pitch. Fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Fastball there. Swung on and missed. 1-2 the count now to Gonzalez. And a changeup locks him up. Gonzalez walks away in frustration. That's more at himself than the umpire, I believe. That's a beautiful pitch from Seaver. So Seaver picks up his 3rd strikeout. Gonzalez walks back to the dugout disgusted, and here's Tulowitzki. First pitch fastball misses down and away. Tulowitzki, .285, 5 homers, 17 runs batted in on the season. Crowds the plate a bit. Hundley wants it up. Seaver obliges. A Tulowitzki fly ball. Left center. Beltran ranges over, puts it together easily, and the side is retired. So we are through 2 here in Colorado. The Mets on the Hundley homer in the top half lead it 2-0. Alfonso, Beltran, and Strawberry coming up. Alfonso singled his first time up. He's now 3 for 8 in the series.
The second baseman, Edgardo Alfonso.
Thompson working from the set all the time. Slider in there for a called strike. Thompson has been terrific to this point in the season for Colorado. He's walked virtually nobody. Slider in there for strike two. So Thompson ahead of Alfonso. There's the offering. Alfonso lays off that slider well outside. It's 1-2. There's the pitch. Alfonso grounds it to the right-hand side. Helton is there. Takes it to the bag himself. And there's one away.
Up next to the bat, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
So here's Carlos Beltran, 338, 8 homers, 28 RBIs. As we mentioned his first time up, that OPS at 980. Beltran hit by a pitch his first time up. Takes the first pitch here, fouls it off to the right-hand side. Beltran 2 for 4 with an RBI in yesterday's game. Pitch from Thompson misses inside. It's 1-1. Beltran, terrific season last year, but got hurt in September, missed the playoffs. And many, both in the organization and Mets fans, lamenting that maybe they could have had a better fate had Beltran been healthy. Grounds that one to Tulowitzki for 2 out. Here in the top of the third. Of course, even with a healthy Beltran, asking the Mets to have knocked off the Giants the way the Giants played last year still would have been a tall order. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry flew out his first time up. Thompson delivers. Curveball in there for a called strike. Strawberry waggles the bat a bit. Thompson delivers. Strawberry swings, pops it up. They had him shifted. Long run for Rogers. But he gets there, puts it away, and the side is retired. Nice play there by Brendan Rogers. They had Strawberry over shifted. We head to the bottom of the third. Mets still lead the Rockies 2-0. Here's Jay Payton. 240 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs for the Rockies center fielder. First pitch from Seaver misses down low. That one misses inside. So Seaver behind Payton 2-0 to open up the bottom of the third. Slider misses up and in. Joe Girardi waits on deck. Girardi called up early in the month. I believe it was Chris Iannetta who was sent down to the minors to make room for Girardi. Iannetta severely underperforming. Girardi was doing well at AAA. So he got the nod here. 3-2 pitch to Payton, popped up and foul ground. Hojo's underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 46.
So that'll bring up Girardi. And Girardi, 352, no homers, 10 RBIs since his call-up. Curveball there, misses down and in. Girardi, 7 RBIs in his last 10 games. That fastball is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Seaver's fastball misses down low. And fires, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit for Girardi. So Girardi continues to swing a hot bat since his call-up. He's got the first hit for the Rockies in this one off of Seaver. It's a 1-out single. And that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. Rogers batting .310. Jammed. Swung on a fastball in on the hands. Rogers is kind of shaking his head. Disgust at himself for going at that pitch. That was well off the plate. Pitch from Seaver, breaking ball. Rogers well out in front. And Seaver's ahead of him 0-2. Seaver comes to the set. And delivers. Fly ball to left. Gilkey coming on. He's camped out underneath it. Puts it away for out number 2. Gary Sorrell in the house. How are you, Gary? Hope all is well with you, sir.
Now batting, second baseman, Kazuo Matsui.
Here's Kaz Matsui. Matsui 0 for 1. He flew out in the first. Dinosaur guy, whatever his actual name is, trying to get the Rockies crowd here at Coors going. And trying to get their lineup going against Seaver. First pitch, changeup. Misses inside. It's 1-0. There's a shot lined with Hojo. Puts it away. Good job there by Johnson to snare that one out of the air for the final out. Matsui hit it hard, but nothing to show for it. We're a third of the way through here in Colorado. Mets lead it 2-0. Lindor, Johnson, and Gilkey coming up. So here's Lindor. Lindor 0 for 1.
Leading off for the Mets, the shortstop.
Looking around the majors, Cy Young leading the American League in wins with 7. Addie Joss, Pedro Martinez with 6. Mike Mussina and Ken Johnson of the Astros have 5. Fastball there, just down low, 1-0. The American League ERA leaders, Virgil Trucks continues to be terrific. Carl Mays, second. Cy Young, third. Johan Santana and Addie Joss round out the top 5. Lindor drops this one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Going into the corner, Lindor around first. He will cruise into second here with a double. Makes the turn, but doesn't really seriously think about going to third as Holiday retrieves it. But it's the 8th double of the year for Francisco Lindor to lead off the top of the 4th. And that'll bring up Howard Johnson. Johnson's 0 for 1. First pitch up the middle. That's a base hit for Hojo. Lindor comes around third. Peyton comes up throwing. His throw will be nowhere near in time. Lindor comes home on the RBI Howard Johnson single, and the Mets extend their lead to 3-0. So Hojo's hot early season continues. Change up there, kept the hands back, and just put it back through the box. So here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey 1 for 1. Slider there, misses away. There, see, Willie Mays and Hanley Ramirez of the Marlins tied for the National League home run lead with 14. Rogers Hornsby has 12. Benny Koff, the rookie for the Giants, a bit of surprising pop out of him. He's got 11, as does Wally Berger of the Braves. Ramirez leads the league in RBIs with 37, so Hanley having a great start to the season. Willie McCovey with 32, Moises Alou also with 32. Andre Dawson with 31, and rookie Gary Sheffield has 28 for the 5th spot in the National League RBI race to this point. One-two offering from Thompson to Gilkey. Fastball misses up and in. It's 2-2. Throw over to first. Hojo dives back in. Curveball misses down and away, so now the count is full to Gilkey. Thompson from the set. Delivers. Gilkey line shot out in the left. That'll fall in front of Holiday for a base hit. Runner will hold at second, but the Mets have two men on here in the top of the fourth. Gilkey singles. Here's Lucas Duda. You see, rookie Dizzy Dean leads the National League in strikeouts with 71. Sandy Koufax is second. Van Mungo, another rookie, is third. Fergie Jenkins, tied with him at 59. Cliff Lee rounds out the top five at 56 for the Phillies. Oh, 1 pitch coming to Duda. Mets looking to blow this open. Fastball misses away. It's 1-1. There's the offering. Duda fouls it off. 1-2. You can double up Duda if you can get him to put one on the ground. Fouls off the two-seamer. Count stays 1-2. Thompson takes a peek at the runners, delivers, curveball, misses down and in. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Duda. Second strikeout for Thompson. There's one away here in the top of the fourth.
Number 9.
Let's see how Thompson worked him. Fastballs away. Then down low. Rode him with the two-seamer. Came with the curveball down and in. And then back to the fastball. So one down, first and second. Here's Todd Hundley. Hundley hit a 2-run homer his first time up in the top of the second. Fastball there from Thompson. Puts it past him for strike 1. That was Hundley's 4th homer of the year. Thompson delivers. Hundley fly ball to left. Holiday trots in. He's under it. Puts it away for out number 2. The runners retreat. So Thompson, after letting 2 on with nobody out, has retired the last 2 as he tries to keep this game from getting out of hand. Here's Jose Reyes as the order rolls over. Reyes is 0 for 2. He is lined out and grounded out. Delivery from Thompson. Misses down low. It's 1-0. There's the pitch. Change up on the outside corner. So 1-1 the count. Thompson looks in, trying to get out of the jam. Breaking ball, and Reyes drives this one into the gap. That's extra bases. That's going to score 2. Reyes is around second. He's going for third. That is a 2-run triple for Jose Reyes, and the Mets have blown this one open. It's a 5-0 Mets lead here in the top of the fourth. First triple of the year for Reyes. That's somewhat surprising given his speed, the National League stolen base leader. But here at Coors, you put one out into that gap, you can run a triple. Certainly a good possibility. And that's going to be it for Thompson. So John Thompson came in having a terrific season, has not had his best stuff today. Mets have been all over him. He will check out. Frustration etched on Thompson's face as he exits. Here's Jose Jimenez. Jimenez 0-1, a 4.71 earned run average to this point in 18 appearances. He wants to talk something over with Girardi there. He'll start off facing Edgardo Alfonso. Alfonso 1 for 2, first pitch swinging. Flies this one to center. Payton's under it. Puts it away and the side is retired. But the Mets add 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th here in Colorado. Mets 5, Rockies nothing. Here's Todd Helton. Helton 0 for 1, grounded out in the first.
Number 17.
Seaver, it's looked good so far. First pitch to Helton, the strike at the top of the zone. Counts 0-1. Again, as we mentioned, Seaver having a rough start to this season. Hasn't hindered the Mets at all. But he's certainly looking to right the ship, and so far he looks solid today. Helton pops this one up. Lindor drifts out in the shallow center. Puts it away for out number 1.
Number 33, Larry Walker.
So here's Walker 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard in a moment. Walker pulls that fastball foul. Here's the pitch. Walker out in the center. Beltran right there puts it away for out number 2. So Seaver continues to cruise here. Here's Matt Holliday, 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Seaver shakes off Hundley and delivers high fastball, misses for ball 1. Shot down to first. Oh, nice play, Lucas Duda. Duda not known for his glove. That was right at him, but it was hit hard. Duda gets taken off of his feet, but snags it out of the air, and the side is retired. We head to the top of the 5th in Colorado. Mets lead it 5-0. Carlos Beltran will lead things off. He's 0 for 1. He was also hit by a pitch. You see Mel of the Giants extending his hitting streak to 19 games. This one up the middle. Nice play, Tulowitzki, and he gets Beltran. Beautiful play by Troy Tulowitzki to retire Beltran on the first out here in the top of the 5th. Hard shot up the middle, but Tulowitzki makes the stop. Beautifully done, and there's one away. So that out-of-town scoreboard, Yankees defeat the Rays 12-2. Ron Guidry improves to 4-4 there. Lou Gehrig 4 for 5, including his 6th home run of the year. Indians defeat the Blue Jays in Cleveland 9-8 as Darryl Strawberry steps in here. Steve Carsey with the win, Mike Timlin with the loss. Kelly Gruber, his 5th home run and 4 RBIs for the Blue Jays. Manny Ramirez drove in 3 for Cleveland. White Sox defeat the Royals 4-1 in Kansas City. Bobby Thigpen improves to 4-0. Wade Davis falls to 0-3. Alexi Ramirez, a pair of RBIs there. Zach Greinke allowed 1 run over 8 and then saw the bullpen blow it. Mariners lead the Orioles 1-0 in the 4th. Milt Pappas and Jim Beattie, the pitching matchup there. Angels up 4-3 over the Astros in Anaheim. George Springer has hit his 8th for the Astros. Mike Trout his 9th for the Angels. Twins defeated the Red Sox 8-2. In Minnesota, Bert Blyleven improves to 4-2. Pedro Martinez falls to 6-2. Jimmy Collins, his 5th home run for the Sox. Chuck Knobloch, a pair of homers, 4-5 for the Twins. Braves defeat the Reds 4-3 in Atlanta. Rick Camp with the win. Ted Power takes the loss there. Pete Rose drove in a run for the Reds. Dale Murphy hit his 4th home run of the year for the Braves. Marlins defeat the A's 5-4 in Miami. Todd Jones with the win. Diego Segui with the loss. Phillies defeat the Rangers 4-3 in Philadelphia. Cliff Lee wins his 5th. Gaylord Perry falls to 3-6. Adrian Beltre keeps that hitting streak alive. It's now 26 games. Chuck Klein, the rookie, hit his 7th home run for the Phillies. Pirates and Padres tied at 1 in the 10th. Starling Martes hit his 8th of the season for the Pirates. Brewers shut out the Cubs 2-0 in Milwaukee. Brandon Woodruff improves to 6-3. Fergie Jenkins falls to 3-2. A complete game 2-hitter there for Woodruff. So Lindor goes down on strikes to end the 5th. We are midway through here in Colorado. The Mets lead the Rockies 5-0. Here's Carlos Gonzalez to lead off the bottom of the 5th for Colorado. 0-for-1, struck out in the 2nd. First pitch fouled off. Diamondbacks lead the Tigers 2-0 in the 7th. Frank Larry and Omar Dahl, a pair of 2-4 pitchers, locked up there. Fastball misses down low. It's 1-1 to Gonzalez. That one's popped up foul. Hojo near the stands. Has room, puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 2.
So Seaver continues to be on cruise control. Here's Troy Tulowitzki. Tulowitzki 0-for-1, flew out in the 2nd. Made a terrific play in the top half to rob Carlos Beltran of a base hit. First pitch fastball from Seaver in there for a called strike. There's a shot, hit well to right, but Strawberry tracks it down, moving towards the line, puts it away for out number 2.
Number 16.
Here's Jay Payton. Payton 0-for-1, popped out in the 3rd. Wouldn't have thought coming to Colorado is how a pitcher gets right, but that may be what's happening here for Seaver. Payton pops it up, foul ground. Lucas Duda gives a terrific effort there, laying out for that ball, but can't come up with it, and it's just a strike. It's 0-1. Lucas Duda, good at balls in the dirt. Other than that, not a particularly good first baseman. Fastball misses up high. 1-1 the count. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. Pitch from Sear. Fastball up and in. Fouled off. 1-2 stays the count. Christopher Slovic. How are you, my friend? I hope all is well with you. Check out Chris's channel. He had some college football going on earlier. 2-2 the count. Seaver working to Payton. Fastball misses up high and the count runs full. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it. Yeah, I touched on that broadcast last night. I just wanted to put something out there about it. I'll do more detailed stuff going forward as I establish a few more ratings. And I'll start putting team rosters up just so people can see who's going to be on them. But I want to concrete a couple of things first before I start doing that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I put that project off for a while, you're right. I was like, do I really want to go down this wormhole? But the more I'm working on it now, the more I think, I'll be able to do it well, and I think it's going to be really, really good once I wrap it up. So I'm excited for it now. Fastball from Seaver in there for a called strike after the walk. Coming up with the ratings formulas is the hard stuff. Once I sort that stuff out, then it's just a matter of time-consuming data entry and all that kind of stuff. 1-1 the count. Here is Seaver works to Girardi. Off-speed pitch, Girardi swings and misses. It's 1-2. Seaver looks in. Hundley sets, fastball up high. Girardi won't chase. Count goes to 2-2. Seaver deals. Off-speed pitch. Tap back to the mound. Seaver has it himself. Throws to first to Duda to retire Girardi, and the side is set down. So the walk doesn't hurt. We head to the top of the 6th here in Colorado. Mets still lead the Rockies 5-0. Johnson, Gilkey, and Duda coming up in the 6th. So the Pirates have walked off the Padres in the 11th. That'll make Beatles eternally happy. The Pirates have done pretty well so far this season, but it feels like the Pirates lose in every broadcast. Every time I do a Game of the Week broadcast, the Pirates lose that day. If it wasn't for me actually doing these broadcasts, the Pirates would probably be in first. 1-0 the count to Hojo as Jimenez stays on. Jimenez has done a nice job in relief of John Thompson. 1-1 the count. Change up, misses down low. It's 2-1. Pitch from Jimenez. Pulled through the hole on the right side. It's a base hit. So Howard Johnson. Again, I keep on saying there's no way he's going to keep up this batting average for the course of the season. But he's making a liar out of me. He's got 2 more hits today. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey's 2 for 2. Hojo can run a bit. There's a shot to right. It's another base hit to right for Gilkey, and it's misplayed by Walker. Don't see that much. That ball just kept slicing away from Larry Walker. That's going to be extra bases. Gilkey pulls into third. Johnson scores. An uncharacteristic misplay from Larry Walker. And that's just the way this one's going for the Rockies. Gilkey lined one like this his first time up. And Walker got caught in between, ranging towards the line. He thought he was going to have a play, and by the time he went to correct himself, it was far too late. 6-0 Mets. Here's Lucas Duda. Duda 0 for 2. He has struck out both times. Jimenez misses with the changeup away. It's 1-1. Fastball misses up and away. 2-1 the count. So now Jimenez will try to settle down. Of course, as I mentioned, that Jimenez has done a good job since coming in for Thompson. He's given up a couple of hits. That's generally the way it goes. Sinker misses down and away. It's 3-1. Todd Hundley waits on deck. Pitch from Jimenez. Duda fouls it off to stay alive. Jimenez misses with the fastball off the plate. Ball 4. Duda works out the walk. And now it's runners at the corners, nobody out for Todd Hundley. Hundley 1 for 2, hit a 2-run homer off of Thompson in the second, counting for the first runs in this game. First pitch fastball from Jimenez on the outside corner. It's 0-1. There's a shot. Fly ball to the left. Holiday's underneath it. We'll see if the run tags. They are going to send him. Here comes the throw from Holiday. It's offline. Gilkey comes in to score, and it's 7-0 New York. So the Mets' early season prowess continues as they are just clicking on all cylinders. And the one cylinder that struggled so far to this point, well, other than Lindor, but the other cog that has struggled has been their ace, Tom Seaver, who was having a rough go coming into today, but he has cruised through this one. If Seaver rights his ship, the Mets are going to feel very, very good about things. First pitch there to Reyes, misses for a ball. Sinker there, misses away. It's 2-0. Big clue in the house. Nice to see there are still teams the Mets can beat. Yeah, in this season, the Mets are just, they're rolling. Their offense is really, really firing. I mean, we know they can pitch, but their offense is clicking pretty much top to bottom with the exception of Lindor, who stunk up the joint. Fly ball to left. Judas anchored to first. 2 down. And that'll bring up Edgardo Alfonzo. Alfonzo 1 for 3. Singled back in the first. Pitch from Jimenez. Strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That one, jam shot, but Alfonzo fights it off into center. So we mentioned the rare Larry Walker misplay kind of being how things are going right now for the Rockies. This hit is kind of how things are going for the Mets. That is off the hands of Edgardo Alfonzo, but he muscles it up the middle for a base hit. And now here's Carlos Beltran. 2 on, 2 outs, top of the 6th. The Mets lead the Rockies 7-0. Sinker there, misses away. It's 1-0. High fastball. Beltran fouls it off. It's 1-1. There's a shot. Beltran crushes this one to left. Holiday goes back on it. It's a one-hopper off the wall. 1 run will score. Runner being waved around. This is over-aggressive. Throw home, and that is just dead meat by Alfonzo at the plate. But it's an RBI double. Todd Helton in the Mets jersey. God, that glitch annoys me every single time. I know it comes up in virtually every broadcast, and every time it pisses me off. But an RBI double for Beltran. Mets lead at 8-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Brendan Rodgers. Rodgers will face Seaver. Seaver has allowed only 1 hit through 5. Rodgers is 0 for 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. Seaver winds and delivers. Fastball misses down low. It's 1-1. I gotta see, Clue, but I believe your Reds are still on top of the Central. Fastball. Rodgers tries to hold up. Says he does. Count goes to 2-1. Fastball off the corner, 3-1. It's kind of playing out a little bit like it did last year with the Indians and the Cardinals both kind of starting slowly in their respective Centrals. Because both of them have been kind of hovering around the 500 mark to this point. Full count here as Seaver works to Rodgers. Sinker, and Rodgers holds up, draws the walk. So the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the 6th. Long, hard miles ahead of the Rockies to try to come back against Seaver. Here's Kaz Matsui. Matsui's 0 for 2. It's only the 3rd base runner. Rockies only have 1 hit. That walk to Rodgers, their 2nd of the game. Matsui fouls it off. 0-2 the count. Well, the Cubs stink in this, though, Clue. The Cubs have been terrible. Cubs were terrible last year. They're terrible again now. They did not get a great draw, and they haven't gotten a bunch of guys who can help them. Seaver locks Matsui up there for strikeout. Number 4 for Seaver. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. MV has joined us. How are you, MV? I hope all is good with you, my friend. Thanks for checking in. In steps Todd Helton. Fastball misses down low. And it's funny because I don't feel like the Reds didn't get a great draw either. So like that whole Central is full of teams that could end up being really potent, and it almost feels like they're all going to have a great draft all at once, where just like the best players in the history of the NL Central are all going to come into the league at the same time, which would make it fun. I mean, the Cardinals definitely got the best draw in that division. Fastball on the corner, debatable call, but it's 1-2. Helton ground ball to second. Alfonso has it. Flips it to Lindor on to first. 4-6-3. Luda picks it out of the dirt. Double play ends the inning, and the side is retired. So Seaver works around the walk. We head to the top of the 7th here in Colorado. Mets all over the Rockies, 8-0. MV, can you import from 2K23 to 24? If you can, I might do it. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to do it because I've already got my league, the LSUBA going. So Jose Jimenez comes out. Bruce Ruffin will come in for him. And Ruffin will face Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 0 for 3, grounded out his last time up. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. I love the game, though. As long as they didn't screw anything up, MV, in 24 from 23, I'm sure the game is great, because 23 is outstanding. Basketball is my least favorite of the 4 majors. I really don't follow it very much as far as, watching games regularly. I'll watch games when it's on. I have to know it because of work. But, I will rarely sit down and watch an NBA game that I don't, have to pay attention to for work purposes. But I love that league, and I love that game. And I appreciate you watching that. Thank you. 1-2 count as Ruffin works to Strawberry. Slider misses away. It's 2-2. Fastball. Oh, Ruffin squeezed there. I know in an 8-0 game that may not mean that much, but that was a great pitch from Bruce Ruffin, and it's called a ball. Count goes full to Strawberry. And Strawberry rips this one into center. That was scorched off the bat. They played him the shift. It was just over the glove of Tulowitzki. Absolute rope from Darryl out into center. 113.8 off the bat, a 6-degree launch angle. That's about as hard as you can do it. So the leadoff man is on in the top of the 7th. Here's Lindor. Lindor 1 for 3. As we mentioned, he's basically been the only bat that has underperformed to this point in the season for the Mets. 1 for 3 today, double and a run scored, but Lindor still batting only .204. Sinker misses down low. Kevin Ritz and Rex Brothers throwing in the Rockies bullpen. Brothers was out there first. Ruffin misses just inside. It's 2-1. Ruffin feeling squeezed a bit. Last thing a pitcher wants to deal with when this team is already down 8. Fly ball out to center. Payton coming on. It's sinking fast. He'll have to play it on the hop. So Lindor has his second hit of the game. first and second for the Mets here in the top of the 7th with nobody out. And that'll bring up Howard Johnson. Johnson 2 for 3. Fly ball to right. Walker will be there. Puts it away for out number 1. Strong throw to third. Nobody trying to tag. That was almost a throw of frustration from Walker, mad about his misplay earlier. And here's the man who benefited from that, Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey 3 for 3, a homer shy of the cycle. Sinker. Ooh, that's a generous call to Ruffin. That one goes in his favor. Count goes to 0-1. Yeah, B. Walker's got a hose. It's funny, he actually misplayed a slicing shot from Gilkey earlier on before you came on. And it's like, oh my God. Because Walker's got excellent ratings. Oh my God, Gilkey deep, and it's out of here. Cycle for Bernard Gilkey. His 3rd home run of the year. And Bernard Gilkey hits for the cycle. Now, Mets are living right. 3-run shot for Gilkey. It is 11-0 New York. Gilkey turns on this one, liking the pink Mother's Day bats here on May 14th. Didn't get out by much, but it doesn't have to. Bruce Ruffin, we hardly knew ye. Comes and goes after throwing kerosene on the fire. Scott Oberg will come in to relieve him. And that's a minor thing, but man, that's another one of these little things that the show does that irritates the heck out of me. You show me 2 guys warming up out in the bullpen, and then the guy you bring in isn't one of the 2 guys who is out in the bullpen. Like, if it doesn't really factor in, then why are you showing me the guys in the bullpen? Really makes no sense. Again, just so, just the little nuanced stuff. Honestly, that's not even really that little. Because if you're actually playing a game, and now you're planning for things based on who the other team is showing you in the bullpen, and then it brings in a completely different guy who you weren't expecting. You know, again, I mean, it's not that deep. It's baseball. The strategy is fairly limited. But that's one of the areas where strategy actually matters, and you're going to, like, botch it. That's just stupid. Ground ball to second. Matsui throws due to out, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9.
So here's Hundley. Hundley 1 for 2. 2-run homer back in the 2nd. It has snowballed since there. Fastball in there for a called strike. Let's see the American League leaderboards. Jimmy Fox leads the AL in homers with 17. Reggie Jackson, his teammate, has 15. Griffey Jr., 14. Brian Downing, 13, alongside Jeff Bagwell, leading candidate for AL Rookie of the Year to this point, who also has 13. That one's out to left. It's a base hit, and the hits just keep on coming here for the Mets. That is an 0-2 pitch from Scott Oberg that he lets Hundley serve out into left.
Designated hitter, Jose.
Hundley doesn't go the other way much, but he dunks that one in. 2 down. Here's Reyes. Change up, misses down and away. Chris, you've mentioned that YMCA league before. I think that would be a blast if you did it. Can make like fake attires, make it look like they're just wearing slummy gym clothes. Reyes drops one into left in front of Holiday. So 1st and 2nd for the Mets. This has been a long time for Seaver sitting down. We'll see how the Mets decide to handle that. I'm sure Seaver's going to say he wants to continue rolling. Again, it's been a rough go so far for Tom Seaver. Like, his whip isn't terrible, but Seaver's been prone to the home run ball so far this season, giving him that kind of unsightly ERA early on. He was second or third in the outstanding pitcher voting last year. 2-0 the count. That one called the ball to Alfonso. He's 2 for 4. Ground ball to third. Rogers has it, throws across the diamond to get Alfonso, and the inning mercifully comes to an end. But Bernard Gilkey completes the cycle with a 3-run homer. The Mets have pounded out 16 hits here at Coors. Mirroring real life, the Mets have always hit well at Coors. We head to the bottom of the 7th, a 7th inning stretch that probably means the Rockies fans are walking out of the ballpark. Here's Larry Walker to lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. There's a ball. Walker only .213 against lefties, .323 against righties so far. Fastball up high. Walker swings and misses. It's 1-1. Fastball there. Seaver gasses another one past him. So this is the kind of game where it is a blowout, and you kind of have to keep your own interest. Seaver clearly facing the ultra-talented Larry Walker as a challenge. 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's 2-2. That one is popped up the chute. Going back, Hundley, near the fence, he's going to have room, puts it away, and Walker is retired for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 5, Matt Holloway.
So here's Matt Holliday. Holliday is 0 for 2. Struck out and lined out. Seaver has only allowed 1 hit. He's walked a pair. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Strikeout total not high for Seaver's standards. I believe he struck out 4. Ground ball up the middle. Diving stop Alfonso. Nice play. Edgardo Alfonso makes the play to retire Matt Holliday.
The designated hitter, Carlos.
Ranging to his right. Didn't have to range far. That's more a reaction play. Alfonso, a great glove, not a ton of range. But he's a guy who would field everything that he got to, and he gets to that one for the second out. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez, strike there, 0-1 the count. The Mets, the National League wild card team last year. AC Seaver at 86 pitches. His pitch count has been economical throughout the game. 0-2 pitch to Gonzalez, pulled foul. The Mets are improving upon that this season. I still don't see this offense keeping it up for the duration. But we're now at the quarter pole. And the Mets are going to finish this game. They'll be 29-12. Fastball misses up and in. It's 1-2. That one flowing out to right. Long run for Strawberry. That ball's hit well. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Strawberry gets it. Runner will hold at second. It's a 2-out double. Carlos Gonzalez, his 5th double of the season. Only the 2nd hit allowed by Seaver. So that'll bring up Tulowitzki. That was the 90th pitch for Seaver. Pitch count not really an issue for Tom Terrific. Tulowitzki fouls it off. It's 0-1. Seaver works from the set with the man on second. High fastball, it's 1-1. Haven't seen any sign of bullpen action yet for the Mets. Fastball there, and Tulowitzki, deep drive to left. And there goes the shutout. Troy Tulowitzki puts one into the seats in left. His 6th home run of the season. And the Rockies are on the board with Tulowitzki's 2-run homer. And that cuts the deficit to 11-2. So we mentioned the home run has been the one problem for Seaver so far this season. He'd only allowed 1 hit coming into the 7th. He's now allowed a double and a homer here in this inning. Tulowitzki got all of that one. Here's Jay Payton.
Now batter, number 16.
First pitch, fastball right down the gut for strike 1. Good managerial advice from Big Clue. Need 10 more just like it. Payton, soft liner to third, right at Johnson, and the side is retired. So Tulowitzki goes deep. We head to the 8th. Mets still in comfortable control, 11-2. So here's Carlos Beltran, 1 for 3, single and an RBI. He's 6 for 16 in the series. Scott Oberg will stay in here in this 8th inning for the Rockies. First pitch swing from Beltran, fouls it off. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard one more time as we get to that. Fastball there, fouled off by Beltran. It's 0-2. Fastball, fouled off up high. Fastball, off the plate. 1-2 the count. Fastball there, swung on and missed. Down goes Beltran. First strikeout for Oberg, 1 away. Here in the top of the 8th, here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 1 for 4, single and a run scored. 2 homers in the series for Darryl. He's 4 for 16. Ground ball to short. Tulowitzki dives, knocks it down. He's not going to have a play. Sorry, with the shift on, that was Brendan Rodgers, the third baseman there, at the shortstop position. So it's an infield single for Strawberry. With 1 out, here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor 2 for 4. Change up there, called strike, it's 0-1. There's the offering, slider away. So at out-of-town scoreboard, Yankees defeat the Rays 12-2 in New York. Ron Guidry with the win. David Price takes the loss. Steve Pearce, his 3rd homer for the Rays. Lou Gehrig, 4 for 5, and his 6th home run for the Yankees. Indians defeat the Blue Jays 9-8 in Cleveland. Steve Carsey with the win. Mike Timlin takes the loss in that one. Kelly Gruber, his 5th homer and 4 RBIs for the Jays. Manny Ramirez, 3 for 5 with 3 ribbies for the Indians. White Sox defeat the Royals 4-1 in Kansas City. Royals waste a terrific outing from Zach Greinke in that one. Greinke allowed 1 run over 8, but the Sox rallied for the victory. Mariners and Orioles tied at 5 in the 8th inning in Seattle. Eddie Murray, 2 for 3 with an RBI so far for the Orioles. Tino Martinez, 2 for 4, his 7th home run of the year for the Mariners. Angels lead the Astros 4-3 in the 8th. George Springer, his 8th home run of the season for Houston. Don Baylor, the rookie, his 8th home run of the year for the Angels. Twins defeat the Red Sox in Minnesota 8-2. Bert Blyleven improves to 4-2. Pedro Martinez falls to 6-2. Chuck Knobloch, a pair of home runs, his 4th and 5th for the Twins. This one is deep to right, going back, and the hits keep coming. Howard Johnson, his third hit of the game, his 11th home run of the season. And Hojo, who was disappointing last year until the playoffs, just continues to scald the ball through these first 6-7 weeks here of year 2 of the FSBL. Hojo goes deep. It is 13-2 Mets. Nice camera work there. That one bounces off the railing. So a 2-out, 2-run shot from Hojo. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey, 4 for 4, has hit for the cycle. Again, Gilkey had been splitting some time with Shane Mack, who was acquired from the Twins during the offseason. But Mack is injured, and Gilkey making the most of his playing time. Dave Veras and Rex Brothers. Rex Brothers has been out there throwing seemingly since Reagan was president. He's been warmed up in the bullpen for about 4 innings, or it just feels that way. There's a shot out into right. Walker comes on, puts it away. They finally retire Gilkey, and they end the 8th. But Hojo goes deep to extend the lead. We head to the bottom of the 8th at Coors, 13-2 Mets. A rare rout here on the channel. Here's Joe Girardi. Seaver will stay in at 95 pitches. He's going to want to go the distance here. I'm not sure the Mets will let him go that far, but we'll see. First pitch, fastball, misses down and away. There's a shot. Loop ranging to his right. Nice play by Lindor to snag that one for out number 1.
Now batting, number 7.
Here's Brendan Rodgers. Rodgers is 0 for 1. Walked in the 6th. Again, Seaver's allowed only 3 hits. Rodgers hits this one well to right. Strawberry goes back on it, tracks it down just shy of the warning track, puts it away for out number 2. 2 of those hits came in the 7th. A double from Carlos Gonzalez and then a home run from Troy Tulowitzki. That's how the Rockies got their only 2 runs. Here's Kaz Matsui. Matsui 0 for 3. As the order rolls over. Changeup misses away for ball 1. Tex Ags, how are you, buddy? Hope all is good. Thanks for swinging by. Missing a bit of a route here. 2-0 the count here to Matsui. Change up there. Ref, I'm okay. That's what happens to start working the football project. Start splicing terms. Umpire says he went on the changeup. It's 2-1. That fastball is off the corner. 3-1 the count. Todd Helton waits on deck for the Rockies. That one misses its ball 4. So Matsui works the 2-out walk here in the bottom of the 8th. And here's Todd Helton. Seaver's going to be allowed to continue. The advantage of an 11-run lead. Helton is 0 for 3. Fastball misses up high. But you don't want Helton to tag Seaver here. And then we mentioned, Seaver's had a rough early go. He's thrown very well in this one. You don't want him to end up with a pitching line that's not up to his standard. Or not going to really improve his season numbers. Not that you're overly concerned about stats, of course, but get him out of there on a high note. I probably would have pulled him already. Especially in a rout. It's a 3-2 game. That's different. 2-1 the count here to Seaver. As Seaver works to Helton, I'm okay. Helton fouls it off. Count's now 2-2. There's the pitch. Sinker misses down and away. Count goes full. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. hanging up in the gap in right center. Beltran is under it, puts it away, and that retires the side in the 8th. So we head to the top of the 9th here in Colorado. The Mets in control, 13-2. due to Hundley and Reyes due up. Rockies emptying the bullpen here. Here's Rex Brothers. Brothers 1-2, a 4.22 earned run average so far. 20 appearances so far this season. So here's Duda. Duda 0 for 3.
The first baseman, number 21.
Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. One and one the count. That one misses down low. That one pulled down to first. Helton takes it. He'll trot to the bag himself for out number 1.
The batter, number 9.
So here's Todd Hundley. Hundley 2 for 3, single, homer, 3 ribbies, including a 2-run homer for him. He'll bat from his weaker right-hand side. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-0. Dave Veers and Kevin Ritz throwing in the bullpen. Fastball there, misses up high. It's 2-0. Up high again, 3-0. Reyes waits on deck. Game like this, the last thing you want if you're the Rockies is to see walks. It's a bad enough game. Don't want to be giving up free passes. Strike there from Brothers gets the count to 3-1. And that one misses. Ball 4 down and away. So Hundley draws the 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Reyes. Reyes 2 for 5. Single and a triple, pair of RBIs. 6 for 18 in the series. Fastball in there for a called strike. Another fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-2. That one's fouled off. Grounded foul outside third. Count stays 0-2. Fastball misses off the plate. Virgil Trucks, 1.29 ERA to this point. The top 5 in ERA in the American League are all below 2. Reyes goes fishing there. Brothers strikes him out for out number 2.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Edgardo.
Your American League strikeout leaders, Chris Sale, Frank Tanana, Rube Waddell, Pedro Martinez, and Lefty Grove. So 2 outs. Here's Alfonso. Alfonso 2 for 5. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball misses up high. Should say Alfonso misses it. Fouls it off. 0-2 the count to Alfonso. 2 down here in the top of the 9th of a rout in Colorado. Slider misses down low. There's the pitch. Lined into right. Gets in front of Walker. He plays it on the short hop for a single. So now the Mets have 2 base runners here in the ninth with 2 outs. Here's Carlos Beltran. 3rd hit of the game there for Alfonso. Beltran's 1 for 4. Fastball misses away. Beltran 6 for 17 in the series, a homer, 3 ribbies. That fastball misses up and in. It's 2-0. Slider in the zone. For a strike, it's 2-1. There's the pitch. Beltran shot out towards the gap. That's a long run for Payton. He's not going to get there. It splits Payton and Walker going all the way to the wall. 2 runs will score. Beltran around second, heading to third. It's a 2-run triple, and the Mets extend the lead to 15-2 here in the top of the ninth. Beltran's first triple of the season. The Rex brothers getting in on the act of allowing runs for this Rockies staff. Rockies have actually pitched pretty well this season. But that is kind of blown up here today. So 2 outs, man on third. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 2 for 5. Pair of singles and a run scored. Still hasn't driven in a run. Darryl has 7 home runs, but only 12 RBIs here in mid-May. Fastball misses inside. It's 2-0. 24 pitches in the inning for Rex brothers. That one is fouled back. Strawberry fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2. This is the kind of blowout game where the Mets TV booth in real life, Gary Cohen, Keith Hernandez, and Ron Darling, they have like a box of old baseball cards in the booth as Strawberry swings and misses there to retire the side. And so they'll start like as the game gets out of reach late in the game, they'll just start pulling out players from the baseball card list and start like Hernandez and Darling will like give their memories of players and stuff like that. Just how they pass the blowouts off. So Seaver's day is done. Rick Reed comes in 2-3, a 1.23 ERA for Reed. Control specialist. So Seaver goes 8, allows 2 runs. He was terrific in this one. The only blemish, the 2-run homer from Tulowitzki. Reed's first pitch to Walker is pulled foul. You can see the fans have pretty much emptied out of Coors Field here. Change up there. Reed's best pitch. That's fouled off. O2 delivery up high. Walker takes Skip Lockwood throwing in the bullpen for some odd reason in a 13-run game. Really no reason to take Reed out of this game. I can't imagine a situation where you would need to relieve him. Tapper out in front of the mound. Reed pounces on it. Tough play. Throw to first, and the throw is offline. That was actually probably an easier play for Hundley coming out from behind the plate. Give Larry Walker credit for busting it out of the box in a 13-run game. Reed's throw pulls Duda off the bag, but I think Walker would have been safe anyway. It's an infield single. And here's Matt Holliday. Change up, misses low and away. He was Tom terrific. Like I said, Tex, Seaver actually, as great as the Mets have been early on in this season, Seaver's actually been a weak spot for them. His ERA was up at 5. especially considering the season he had last year in year one. But showing signs of righting the ship with his performance here today. Don't usually go to Colorado to get fixed for your pitching. That one is fouled off. That fastball, call the ball. 3-1. Carlos Gonzalez waits on deck. Credit to the Rockies fans who have stayed to this point. Pitch from Reed Holiday. Fly ball to left. It'll stay in the yard. Gilkey's underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1. Right, well, that's the thing. Yeah, Seaver will be fine.
Designated hitter, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 3, double and a run scored. Round ball, up the middle. Alfonso has it. Flip. No, he tagged him. Nice job by Alfonso. Oh, no, he reached for the tag but wasn't able to get him. Alfonso didn't think he could get the flip off. He reached to try to make the tag. Runner avoids the tag. He gets the play at first, though. Walker gets into second. So it's 2 outs, Walker on second. And now here's Troy Tulowitzki. Tulowitzki 1 for 3. Gave the Rockies their only 2 runs of the game, a 2-run shot off of Seaver in the 7th, the lone blemish on Seaver on the day. In an all-time kind of setup league like this, what you'll usually find is if a pitcher who's usually great struggles, it's because he gives up more home runs than he would have given up in real life. And then that's kind of what burns him. That's generally what it is. So that last year with Bob Gibson, when Gibson ended up with his ERA around 4, and that was just a couple of games really that blew up on Gibson. But like to this point in this season, Seaver's just given up more home runs than what Seaver really gave up. There's a shot back at the box. It hits Reed and falls right at his feet. Throws to Duda. Tulowitzki's retired. Reed, the self-defense block of the liner back to the mound. And the Mets come into Colorado. They take the finale here, 15-2 in the rout. 20 hits on the day. Seaver improves to 4-1. John Thompson falls to 4-2. Mets get home runs from Hundley, Johnson, and Gilkey as part of the 20-hit attack. Edgardo Alfonso being gunned down to the plate, one of the only things that went right for the Rockies in this one. There's Gilkey's homer. Bernard Gilkey gets the cycle. There's Tulowitzki's homer. We'll skip past it. Oh, look at that. Reed looks like he kind of took that shot in the lower abdomen / nether regions. But he's all right, or if he's in agony, he's not showing it. So your final line score, 15 runs, 20 hits. No errors for the Mets. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Rockies. Seaver gets the win. 8 innings of 3 hit ball. Struck out 4, walked 3, allowed the 2 runs. John Thompson, 3 2/3, 7 hits allowed, 5 runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks for him. Again, the cycle for Gilkey. Gilkey gets player of the game honors. For the Mets, every player in the starting lineup except Lucas Duda not only had a hit, but had multiple hits. Gilkey drove in 4, Johnson and Beltran drove in 3, as did Hundley. Reyes drove in 2. So, that will wrap the game up. Let's see. Let's go on to our Sim Week histrionics that need to get done, and then we'll figure out what tomorrow's broadcast will be. We'll do the out-of-town scoreboard really quickly. Yankees over the Rays 12-2. Indians over the Jays 9-8. White Sox beat the Royals 4-1. Minnesota beats Boston 8-2. California beats Houston 4-3. The Orioles defeat the Mariners 8-5. Braves defeat the Reds 4-3. The Marlins defeat the defending champion A's 5-4. Phillies beat the Rangers, who really, really stink, 4-3 in Philly. Expos defeat the Dodgers 6-5. Brewers shut out the Cubs 2-0. Cubs only get 2 hits in that one. Pirates defeat the Padres in extras 2-1. Arizona shuts out the Tigers 2-0. Pitcher's duel there. Frank Larry and Omar Dahl. Not what you were looking for from a pitcher's duel. And the Cardinals go into San Francisco, defeat the Giants 4-3. Howie Pollitt improves to 6-1 for St. Louis. Carl Hubble falls to 4-5. So Hubble not replicating his performance from last season. My pleasure, MB. Thanks for checking in, man. So now we'll sim the week as we have been doing. Minor league stuff, we will let the computer fix those. All right, Red Sox don't have 4 valid lineups. So what's wrong with the Red Sox? Who got hurt? Let's see. Oh, John Valentin. Valentin, broken hand. All right, so Valentin's going on the shelf. So let's see who's down in the minors. Heine Wagner. Oh, Heine Wagner is already up. So Rick Burleson will get the nod, while Valentin goes to the injured list. So now let's check out the lineups there. Heine Wagner is going to get the spot. I'm not sure Heine Wagner should be hitting second, though. So we're going to mess with this Sox lineup. We're going to move Bobby Doerr up into that 2-hole. So get back to the calendar. Sim through the week. Oh, A's suffered an injury. Let's see what's going on out in Oakland. And the A's injury, Wally Shang. Shang has a broken arm, so Shang is going to be out for a bit. So Ozzie Schreckenghost, 207. Cy Perkins is outplaying him, even though Schreckenghost has been the starter. And Schreckenghost rates higher. Schreckenghost will get the promotion, but he's going to ride the bench. Oh, I have to put him on the 40-man roster. So we got to drop somebody. Rick Langford is going to get dropped from the 40-man roster. We'll see if Rick Langford passes waivers. Schreckenghost will get added to the 40-man and now get promoted to the big club. So Kurt Suzuki is going to take over the starting catcher duties for now for the A's. With Wally Shang on the injured list. That should take care of that. And now should be just about done. Sim through the week. All right, so that brings us to the 21st. So let's go do a quick standings check as of May 21st here. The A's 34-13, 723 ball. They've won 5 in a row. They've got an 8-game lead on the Angels already. I'll tell you, the A's are going to win that division every year for the foreseeable future. The White Sox lead the AL Central by a game on the Twins, up 4 games on the Indians, up 5 games on the Tigers. The Royals stink. They're 17-29. In the American League East, the Red Sox have a 6.5 game lead on the Orioles. The Yankees have started to play better. We said last broadcast, watch out for the Yankees. I know they've been playing terribly, but they've now won 9 of their last 10. So the Yankees start that climb, try to get themselves back into a playoff spot. In the National League, the Giants, 4-game lead out west. Giants certainly not playing the way they played last year when they won 109 games. But they are still up 4 in that division. The Dodgers have struggled. Dodgers are only 20-26. That's a surprise. We'll see if the Dodgers can get it going. In the Central, the Cardinals have taken over the lead in the NL Central. Sorry, Clue. Up a half game on the Reds. Cardinals 27-18, Reds 27-19. Pirates are 26-20, so the Pirates are doing a good job again. Pirates still don't have any of their really top guys, with the exception of Stargell. The Brewers are hovering around 500, and the poor Cubs. The Cubs just can't do anything right. They're hitting .243. Their ERA is almost 4.7. Cubs just cannot get out of their own way. They need a really good draft this year. So the Cubs certainly, as Clue mentioned, as I mentioned earlier on, the Cubs have a better pool than to be in that spot. They've just had a terrible draw so far. And the Mets, 32-14, up 5.5 games. The Expos are playing great again this year. The Expos are 26-19. Phillies 26-20. The Braves not only aren't playing that well offensively, but their pitching has actually let them down to this point. Braves with an ERA over 4. Was not expecting that to this point. So the Braves have to keep themselves in contention long enough for the pitching staff to right itself. All right, so that takes care of the standings at the moment. Next game, we'll check out the schedule for May 21st. Is Baltimore. Who haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen the Tigers yet. Maybe Tigers, Royals. I'd rather see the Tigers play a better team than the Royals, though. Haven't seen the White Sox yet. Sam McDowell is 0-4 with an ERA over 6. Now, McDowell had a terrible regular season last year, and then was great in the playoffs. But McDowell's in danger. If he's still pitching like that as of June 1st, Sam McDowell's going to end up getting sent down. That's unbelievable. Tex asks, how do you determine the players coming from the pool to the draft? So, it's a 7-round draft. The bottom 2 guys just get bottomed out as those empty Joe Random guys, just as roster filler. The top 4 spots, so it'll draft fictional players from the pool. I will use those positions to select. So say the Cubs draft a second baseman with their first-round pick. The random generator will pick from the remaining second baseman in the Cubs pool what second baseman joins the Cubs next year. So on and so forth. Let's see. Cubs are on the road at Tampa, and Tampa's stadium sucks. So I don't want to do that game. But we'll get a Cubs broadcast in there at some point. Maybe putting them on Game of the Week will turn their luck around. So it's the top 4 guys are guys. Top 4 rounds are guys from the remaining player pool, and then whoever anybody takes in the 5th round is a random Negro Leaguer from history. So every team gets to add Negro Leaguers to their roster, one per season. Yankees, Blue Jays. We actually haven't seen them yet. Whitey Ford goes in that one. We may finally get the Yankees broadcast out of the way, actually. Haven't seen the Phillies yet. We have seen the Reds, though. We're kind of almost getting to the point where we've kind of seen we've seen most of the teams to this point. So that's what we're going to be. We'll do Yankees, Blue Jays with the next broadcast. Our first look at rookie Whitey Ford, who has been excellent for the Yankees. He got shelled in his first outing of the season by the Orioles, but he's rattled off 6 wins since then. 6-1, 2.84. So Whitey Ford, Juan Guzman, Yankees, Blue Jays will be the broadcast on the channel tomorrow. So that'll wrap it up from here. I thank you guys as always. Texags, Big Clue, MV, Gary Sorrell, Cyro329. Sorry, Cyro, I missed when you slipped in. I hope all was good, buddy. Christopher Slovic popped in. Beatles Eternally popped in to say hello early on. Greatly appreciate it. As always, guys, please be sure to bang that like button if you have not as of yet. Greatly appreciate that. May have something tonight in the football vein. We'll see. We'll see how work goes and how much time I have left. When I get out of work tonight, and maybe talk a little bit more about that project or do a team's roster reveal or something like that. But check out again, Christopher Slovic did a college football broadcast earlier on, and I'm sure multiple people will have broadcasts going on this evening. So be sure to check them out, give them likes and love, etc., etc. Until next time, guys, be good to each other, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.